Hey guys, you're watching Theo Joe Tech. I am Joe. If you know anything about me, then you know that I love gadgets, and actually one of my favorite ones that I've been using for the past year or so are Philips Hue bulbs. If you don't know what these are, they're pretty much just LED bulbs that you can control remotely in a few ways. They connect your smartphone through various apps. You can connect them to different internet services. Oh, and did I mention they can change into any color you want? When you buy the starter pack, it comes with 3 bulbs and a base station called the Bridge, and the bulbs themselves are about 40-watt equivalents, but while they're not crazy bright, I bought an extra one and it seems to get the job done in my room at least. On the fly, you can change the bulb colors to anything you want: green, red, blue, any shade in between, and dim the lights between 0 and 100%. And you can also set it by color temperature, not just, different greens and blues, but also from warm, such as incandescent, to bright daylight equivalent bulbs. You can group the bulbs into different scenes is what they're called, but they're pretty much just grouped configurations, and within each scene you can control and save each bulb individually. So if you want to save one scene where half the bulbs are blue and the other half is red, you can save that and change it to that at any time. And when you go to connect a new service or app, what you just do is press the button on the Bridge, and then that basically grants access to that app. But I definitely think the best features in Hue have to do with the automation and customization through the different apps. Now, the default app lets you do a lot of stuff, such as setting timers to turn on and off at different times. You can even set it to have geofencing, so if you walk in or out of a certain area using the GPS on your phone, then that makes a change, either turn off or on the lights. So you can have it automatically turn off the lights when you leave, and you can set up an account basically that allows you to remotely control the lights from anywhere. You don't have to be in the house and connected to the Wi-Fi. You don't have to use the account, but it just adds the remote functionality. And there's a lot of different third-party apps that add functionality that go way beyond the default app. For example, I use Hue Pro, which does a lot of the same stuff as the default app, except a little bit easier. I use that for my alarms, so I have it actually fade on in the morning when I wake up, and then you can also have it fade at different times or turn on and off, but I use it to wake up in the morning and it works well. On Android, Hue Pro also has widgets, so you can have right on your home screen controls for your lights, which is really cool. Another neat app is the Hue Disco app, which uses your phone's microphone to kind of change and flash the lights around to the beat of the music, which is kind of nifty, like if you're having a party or something. Not exactly good in everyday life, but still awesome nonetheless. Hue also supports connection to the service If This Then That. If you know what that is, it is pretty much a website that connects different services together. It lets you create these things called recipes, which basically is just a command based on a condition. So you can get pretty much infinite customization. For example, you can have it check the local weather, and anytime it starts to rain, you can change automatically your Hue bulbs to blue, which is crazy, but still cool. Or you could even have it flicker the lights when you get a text message on your phone. Cool stuff like that. Another service you might know about if you've seen my other videos is Flux, which is a program that dims and tints your monitor at night to get rid of that blue light so your brain doesn't keep you up because of the monitor color. But it actually also connects to Hue. So in addition to dimming the screen at night, it also dims the lights and changes it from daylight color to kind of a warm incandescent color, which makes it a lot easier to go to bed at night. I found this particularly valuable because I used to have just bright daylight colored lights in my room, and they would keep me up if I kept them on pretty much all night. So the ability to have both daylight colored lights in the morning and also incandescent at night is just awesome. Now, I have the standard Philips Hue bulbs, but there are different types you can get. They have floodlight shaped ones, they have lamps of different sorts, and they even have string lights. So all these combined together are really great if you like ambient lighting. You can have some underlighting using the Hue strip lights. And there's also another little device that I do have called a Hue Tap, which is pretty much their type of light switch. You press it, and without even having to need a battery, it turns on and off the lights based on programmed buttons, and it's completely mobile. It's really nice. But Philips Hue definitely isn't perfect. There are a little bit of drawbacks. First of all, it feels really primitive when you're turning on and off the lights. The controls are very basic, even with the apps. For example, you can't have it only change the lights if they're already on. So if you have a recipe or something set to change the color of the lights on sunset, if the lights are off, it'll turn them on just to make them sunset colored. So it would be nice to have it so if the lights are off, just do nothing, but you can't seem to do that right now. That's a software update, but I'd like to see that in the future. And they do release frequent updates, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of new stuff coming out pretty soon. I'm really excited to see what Philips does with this line because what they've done so far is pretty great. And while you might think that it's really expensive just for a few LED bulbs, I think it's worth it. I mean, just the ability to wake up easier in the morning is well worth it for me alone, plus all the other cool color stuff. So if you want to know more about this, I'll put a link in the description so you guys can check it out on Amazon and see if you want to get it. Also, I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments section if you guys specifically have some more tips about using Hue, some cool stuff to do with it, or other ways to use home automation that other people don't think of. Definitely let me know, and I'll be interested in that. If you guys liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know that you liked it and I'll make more like it. And also be sure to subscribe because I try to make new videos 3 times a week, so it should be worth it. And if you want to check out some other videos, those will be on the right-hand side. You can either click them or look in the description for the same link, such as if you're on a phone. So as usual, guys, I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Have a good one.